Welcome back to another episode of the Yami Shibai discussion podcast. I am your host this week, Ghosty, joined once again by the one, the only, the remarkable, the gifted, the talented.
The Germ.
Wow.
You
And
entered the same
so
ways you
humble.
left.
He says the same things about himself.
You left last week like that too.
Oh yeah, I'm going to overuse that effect. It's going to get old really fast.
Now's the time before you turn it off and get tired of it.
It's up to Apple to bring some new special effects for us to continue our production upscaling.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe next we'll become VTubers. You'll never have to see
I don't know if
our
I
ugly
translate
mugs
very
again.
well as a VTuber.
I think I'd be a good one.
Yeah, definitely. Would you like to start?
Yeah, that was a very pregnant pause. I was like, I can't remember what the heck we do for the next thing in this episode. So just let it play out.
It hasn't even been that long. We've gone way longer, and you remembered.
I didn't want to do the same thing I always do when I'm doing the intro, which is say the title before we have the thing.
How professional. Here you go. Oh, that's right.
Step right up and have a look. It's time for Yami Shibai. Episode title, Merry Go Round.
You remembered this week. Woo!
And see, that's why I paused. Nailed it.
Dramatic effect.
This is actually an episode title which accurately describes what happens.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
episode, so.
Like
a
your
rare
description,
occurrence.
like I think you were like 50%, if I remember rightly.
It was kind of hard to miss. I think I mentioned a clown.
I think
I'm
you
pretty
did.
sure I mentioned a clown.
I gave you extra
So,
points.
Little. The episode starts. We join our main characters on a mall rooftop where a small amusement park is set up for children. The couple reminisce about playing here as children. Looks pretty fun.
Some fun characters.
The girl suggests going on a ride for old time's sake.
That just makes me laugh.
What production value. A clown asks from behind if the girl would like a balloon. Very creepy.
Oh no, it's completely normal clown.
Creepy clowns are universal. She accepts the free balloon while an announcement plays saying the mall will be closing soon. The clown asks if the girl wants to go on the merry-go-round before she leaves. It's free for the person holding the balloon, he adds. It's not suspicious at all when a tall clown says it. She's excited to go on the merry-go-round, but her boyfriend doesn't join her since it's way too embarrassing.
We're pretty sure he's a boyfriend, but it doesn't actually say.
Oh, that's true. It might just be your friend. Friend-zoned.
Or a brother.
Oh, true.
I think they do say they went here separately, so probably not siblings.
I'm just going to assume.
Yeah. It's probably boyfriend, girlfriend.
We'll give our guys the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah.
She heads on while her boyfriend watches. Hey, we made the same assumption. Camera at the ready. He takes her picture, then waves, pleased to see her happy. She waves back as the ride starts. Well, look at the horses. Nothing suspicious about their faces, right?
They all look so angry.
As the merry-go-round starts, he spots some kids sitting behind her. They look very unimpressed.
It doesn't have any screens. How are children supposed to be impressed?
I want to be back on my iPad. She calls out to him, "Are you watching?" Well, he checks the camera. She's having an incredible amount of fun. She calls out to him again, "Are you watching?" When he looks this time, she's leaned backwards, almost falling off the horse. He's worried she'll hurt herself, and she's looking a little bit psychopathic.
A little. Let me go back. Like,
she's starting to lose it a little bit.
She could be just having an intense amount of fun.
True. She's living it. It's so much fun. Even the kids are starting to have fun with their devilish grins.
Oh, isn't that nice?
The music gets slower, and we see her flailing around, twisting in on herself. She asks, "Are you watching?" And, oh god, yes, we are.
Hey, at least the dentist should have an easy time, right?
I think you can see some fillings in there, too.
Yeah.
Some detail.
When the dentist says open up and you do this, the look on their face of happiness.
This is how you look to the dentist every time you open up.
That's good.
We hear laughing from behind as the whole park comes to watch. The ride finishes, but there's no sign of the girlfriend. He asks the operator if he's seen the girl with him, but he doesn't know. He runs up to the children riding the merry-go-round, but they say, nope, they haven't seen her either. The ride starts back up while he looks. Everyone starts to clap in sync when a hand grabs him from below.
I like you added in sync. That's fun.
It was more like a rhythmic thing than an applauding thing.
Yeah.
It's the girlfriend, who now seems to be turned into one of the fake horses looking up at him. She asks, "Are you watching?" The end. Oh, we hear the slow carnival music fade away while we take one last look at the park.
Be fair, I forgot about this too.
We get a little outro slide.
The end.
Whoa, spooky. Wow, that's the vascularness.
Do we want to start with the ending slide?
Yeah, sure. Because it really shows the horse in a grotesque way.
Oh yeah. As a still image, it does a lot.
Nothing else is really carnival themed, which is kind of surprising me.
The one on the top right, they might be sitting on like a spinning ride.
Oh, that's true. The other stuff is just kind of generic, creepy stuff.
Yeah.
We've got omelet face guy. We've got multi-frame man.
He's in between, you know.
Stretched out guy.
That stretched out guy, he could be a ride in himself.
That's true. It's like the entrance to the House of Mirrors or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the up of the black blob on the top left.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you could tell what that was.
No.
I cannot identify what I'm looking at all.
It might have a mouth on the bottom.
I kind of see that too.
Yeah. The one in the top
think it
middle
has a
kind
horn or
of looks like one we've already done from that side festival.
Yeah,
What-
it is quite similar.
Yeah. I'm surprised you remembered that. That's awesome.
It looks like they're carrying it too.
Could
Similarly to that side festival.
And maybe it was like alternative art or something. And that one on the bottom right does not look like he's having a good time.
That's another dentist one. He needs braces.
Yeah. Definitely.
This is all just dentist horror.
The ending was cool. Like, what can we say?
It was unexpected, actually, now that I think about it.
Like, you think the clown's going to be the trouble. But no, he's just there.
I don't really get why she turned into a horse.
It spun so fast, it just realigned everything, you know?
Why did they want her to be a horse, even?
Cheaper than buying plastic horses?
And my other thing is that none of the horses really looked human-esque. So there wasn't really a hint that was going to happen at all. I was kind of surprised. I was like, okay.
That would have been better if they had human features or something. Like, oh, weird. Why does that horse have a human ear?
It was kind of creepy, though, like, as she slowly seems to lose her mind or something as the ride continued on.
I hope she lost her mind. That's what we can hope for.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It was almost like she rescinded to being a child again or something. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think it was the whole park that was cursed? Or do you think it was just the merry-go-round?
Seems like the whole park, because the whole
Everyone did come to
crew
watch.
was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And the clown was super suspicious. I'm kind of surprised the clown wasn't a bigger role.
He did come to watch. Thirsty boy tonight.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy that he picked her specifically and told her that whoever holds the balloon gets to go.
It would be really funny if the maybe boyfriend just grabbed the balloon and ran onto the merry-go-round.
That's true. That would have been a better outcome. Yoink.
What? Free merry-go-round. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this episode.
I do think having a carnival on top of a mall is kind of unusual to my perspective.
I've seen it in a few other animations. And I'm not sure if it's like one specific place or if it's not, if there's a few of them or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess if you don't have that much space on the ground, it would make a lot of sense.
And I mean,
feels like a heavy thing to put on top of your building.
But it's not like there's many rides there. Like we can see more of them on this slide. Like
that's true. Ferris wheel.
And then I need to press forward. Nope, maybe backwards. Like there's a clown. It's like
he just hangs out there all day.
Yeah.
These are pretty small.
Yeah, like I think it's made for small children.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think there's much meat to dissect on this, you know? Doesn't mean it's bad.
There's some stuff to say for metaphors still, I think. Yeah. But I also thought it was interesting that clown dislike is universal at this point in history.
I think it's anyone whose face is covered, especially if it's made to look like a certain emotion. I think that's kind of a universal thing.
I think so too, but I think the book It really did a number on clown public relations.
Oh, I think it was more than just it. It definitely added a lot to them.
Irreparable.
Yep.
It's a tough time to be a clown in this economy.
Before we go to comments, is there anything else you wanted to say? Because there's one thing I did.
No, go for it.
So I wrote a note for myself. I wrote this note before I went over the comments. I bet there's going to be way more talk about the clown than the end of this.
That was kind of our discussion too, actually. It was more centered around the clown than the actual story.
Shall we see if I'm right?
I bet there's not even going to be like one about the ending. It's all going to be about the clown.
It's not all about the clown. But is it mostly about the clown?
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. That was a good prediction.
It's not the first comment, which is about that clapping bear made Jome 93 laugh for some reason.
It was kind of funny how it was just like a guy in a costume. Yeah.
He's like, woo!
Yay.
He's such a happy bear. And here's a comment for you.
Click said, hey, hold on there. Checks the regular opening sequence from the past seasons. Yeah, that carnival is the same one atop the building on season 2, just before they'd start an episode. I don't remember this.
Any good scientist investigates and finds their own evidence. So here's it from this episode.
Oh, they were just reusing
season 2,
same scene,
and this is from this episode. Whoops. Yeah,
it's definitely the same then.
It's definitely the same.
It looks like they took a picture of a real mall and just painted on it.
I think there's a good chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
maybe they just had that in their season 2 title sequence and they were like, let's make a show.
It could be reused assets, but I like the idea of making a story there more.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe this is where the Yami Shibai guy works.
It could be. He could. And maybe the boy who's drawing might be around the corner in the park. Oh,
maybe. Yeah.
Because he's definitely on a swing set in a park, not a circus. So
this is a canon episode.
Ignore most of them. This one's canon.
It's building up the lore.
So I was right. There was a lot more clown talk than about the messed up horse. And here's an example from Vinsari. Oh gosh, you know things are bad when there's a clown involved.
That's true. Yeah. Nothing good is about to happen.
There was a lot of clown talk. It sounded like people
We got a
paused the
lot.
episode, went down to the comments, and then read about the clown.
And then just said next episode.
No,
I'm good.
no. I assume they
You know all I
continue the
need to see.
episode. Oh,
Saint Mikhail said, "All right, I'm watching. Stop horsing around already." Nice. Good fun.
so deleted account said more like merry-go-wrong.
They're on fire with the puns here today. Well done.
And we have a hidden comment.
Zeratrix with the spoiler.
You ready?
Let's
You ready?
see it. We've seen the episodes, so we can't be spoiled. I've actually seen the person gets turned into a carousel horse before. In some communities, it's considered a fetish. Now that's scary.
They're right.
I think the fact they've seen this before is probably speaks volumes about them. Also, I'm just saying.
Maybe they've watched a lot of horror.
I thought it was going to be another one of those comments where somebody says they've seen this in real life. Like, oh, I remember the time that I turned into a horse on a merry-go-round.
I have not found another comment that says that. Which episode was that from? That was so weird.
I feel like it was the moth one or something.
I don't remember. It's been too long.
Those are the kinds of comments that you see on YouTube, creepy videos all the time. Put your comment below and leave a like.
Yeah, this happened to me last week. Whatever. You're like, wait, what?
Creepypasta stuff.
But that was the last comment. So, themes and metaphors.
I think this is another one that's kind of touching on nostalgia, similar to that one where the older guy was getting the gotcha and it made him like turn into an old man and die.
Yep.
Just saying, like, if you rely too much on your nostalgia and enjoy it too much, that it can consume you and corrupt you.
That is the same argument. That's the same idea I had. You get too obsessed with the past, you turn into a horse.
The horse part. That's the main thing. That's the main takeaway.
Oh, yeah. I've
And
seen
don't
many
trust
people
clowns.
turn into a horse's ass, you know? Like, it happens.
I've got another metaphor, actually.
So
you're going to meet a lot of people in your life,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are going to be clowns. Don't trust what they tell you to do. Ignore the clowns.
don't just go on the merry-go-round because he gives you a balloon.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. I don't think there's anything more to say about themes and metaphors. So shall we move on to our personal scores?
Yeah.
You were such a thirsty boy tonight. Jeez.
It's good to stay hydrated.
Oh,
Drink your water.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to?
Yeah. So I like this episode quite a bit. Pretty creepy. I felt kind of bad for the victim. So I'm gonna go with a 9 out of 10 on
9 out
this
of
one.
10. I always enjoyed the body horror, but the themes and metaphors of being like trapped in the past, I feel like we've gone through before.
Yeah, we've learned this lesson already.
Yeah. So I went with a 7. Like, don't get me wrong, it has a good build up. Like, it's
Good episode.
Yeah, it's good, but not like I didn't love it. So that gives us a nice 16, nice and solid.
Nice. That's pretty high, actually.
I wonder if it's going to end up in our top 3.
Probably, thanks to my score.
I mean, I gave it a good score too.
I'm boosting.
Oh, you only gave it a 9. I didn't like the episode that much, so I need to give it a 1 to drag your 9 down a bit.
True.
I hate when people do that so much.
All
Like,
balance.
so many people do it online.
We found your pet peeve, I think.
It's so against the spirit of those rating sites.
I mean, it just kind of shows, like, if you don't do blind ratings, people will have reactive reviews, which are 10s and 1s a lot of the time.
Yeah. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the 10s and the 1s, but I hate this score doesn't represent what I think it deserves, so I'm going to give it a lower or higher score based on that.
To boost it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should switch to a thumbs up, thumbs down type system.
Well, we're not boosting our score. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Adding in more special effects.
You scoundrel. So, the next episode is called Cuckoo Clock. Any guesses for the episode?
I'm guessing it's going to be a clock where the bird comes out like cuckoo.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past Yami Shibai.
No, you're definitely right. What do you think happens with the clock?
It's kind of impossible to say. Maybe it's midnight and there's like a ghost haunting, and it always comes out when the cuckoo clock goes off.
Yeah, well, that sounds very possible, but it's not what it is.
I could have my own alternate Yami Shibai series just based off titles.
A few of them you've gotten very close, so it'd be kind
That's
of a
true.
rip-off in some episodes.
Very true.
So thanks for joining me, Ghosty.
It's been real.
And thank you for being you. Bye.